Jackie says Toya is a anal itch. It's just itching and you just can't get to it quick enough. Let's get into my Married to Medicine episode 5 recap. So we're opening up the episode. Toya has arranged a Cowboy Carter inspired photo shoot for the ladies since they're at the Dude Ranch. Toya has a Beyonce tribute artist named Miss Chalet come in so she can help with the poses, being a creative director, basically helping the girls with the poses and everything. And, people are kind of tired of Toya's bossy attitude. They're like, Toya is taking it way too seriously, like this is a Vogue photo shoot. And I'm riding with Toya because every picture you take, you need to be serious about it. Jackie refers to Toya as being similar to an anal itch. And I'm like, damn, Jackie, do you like Toya? Because when you be coming for her, you come for her neck. It ain't nothing nice about it. So while the girls are at the ranch doing their photo shoot, they head back home. And you have Cecil with the boys. He's telling them, trying to teach them how to cook. He's basically saying because these new modern women don't cook a meal, so they need to know how to take care of themselves. And I'm like, okay, I get it, Cecil. Then we switch to Damon. He's taking Alora shopping. She's moving into her apartment off campus. She's going into her sophomore year. And she's with her other brother, the one that we saw at the dental office with Heavenly. And his son tells him, I love how your patients always thank you about how nice and sweet you and how nice you are to them and stuff like that. And I want to be like you. And that makes Damien very emotional and he starts to cry about it. And the next scene we have Eugene taking the boys, Ashton and Avery, to go make colognes. They say Avery is very serious about his colognes and smelling good. And, I love to see the relationship between Eugene and his sons. I think his relationship, it seems so intentional and so thoughtful. And I think that just speaks to who Eugene is as a person. He just seems like, he's very thoughtful and thinking of others. And, the lady that's helping them, make their cologne is asking them what do you smell when you smell your dad? They was like leathery, booty, old. I'm like, if always your kid's gonna roast you. But nevertheless, Eugene took it with a grain of salt and kept moving. And Damon, we go to Damon and his kids again, and he's like, look at you talking to his son. You're going into dental school. You were just a baby, and he's like, look at you guys. I'm happy that, Damon's like, I'm happy that I'm in a position that I can take you somewhere to like a specialized boutique store to shop for your new apartment. I didn't have that opportunity growing up, and I'm glad that I can give that to my kids. And I thought that was very sweet. So back at the ranch, the girls decide to have their last dinner. And before their last dinner, Miss Chalet, the tribute artist, she comes in and she performs for them. And baby, Miss Chalet body is okay. That's all I'm going to say. The body is body in. All the girls were like complimenting her. Jackie was like, well, how can I get some of them hips? And I'm like, girl, you shaped. I ain't got nothing to say. Okay. So now they're getting ready to try to go to the table. And, Toya brings up the fact that, y'all are just giving out empty sorries. Y'all say y'all sorry about stuff and then y'all go back and y'all do the same thing over and over. And I'm like, they call out Jackie. Toya calls out Jackie and talks about Jackie doing the same thing, which I agree. And then Toya's like, nobody else is chiming in. I guess the girls don't want it with Jackie. For whatever reason, I guess because Jackie be coming for the throat when she do speak, so maybe that's why. But they say, Toya's saying that the girls don't hold Jackie accountable. Okay, no problem, I'm moving it back along. So then they get to Quad. Baby, Quad gets on her soapbox, and I don't understand how y'all let Quad get away with this stuff all the time. Gets on her soapbox to say how the girls first drew blood when they told her she didn't have any emotional connection. Then they cut her again and she bled out when they sent her home from the chair. And I was just like, Quad, You don't recall how you told them girls when you was on the sister circle that the sister circle was your friends and they wasn't? Like, I don't get how y'all let Quad get away with this stuff. Like, Quad really just be getting up there and be punking y'all with her acting skills. She turned that little voice on and stand up, and Toya called it out. She was like, you bled out. You bled out. Like, y'all allow Quad to victimize herself and turn herself into the victim, and she be doing all kind of dirty stuff. I'm sorry. So, you know, they point out that you act like you the only person that's been hurt. You actually have hurt people here too. And I just feel like they just let Quad get away with bloody murder. She just say whatever she's saying. They just shut the hell up and they listen. And to be honest with you, Quad rehashing this, I'm not sure why, because I thought they squared all of that stuff out at the reunion as far as them asking her to lead the trip. I thought more so maybe that conversation would have been geared towards her and Simone on why they haven't been speaking. But it seems Quad still has a whole issue with the whole group, it seems like. So then, you know, they make it to the table, and Toya asks Quad, well, when's the last time you stood up for anybody else? And Quad said, I stood up for Heavenly. And Contessa said, well, that was against me when I was trying to have an intervention for Heavenly. And when, remember when Heavenly was saying all that stuff about Contessa's marriage on Heavenly's social media. And Quad said, well, that was just because I felt like you shouldn't have ambushed her or whatever. So then Sweet Tea brings up, well, you owe me an apology. I feel like you and Heavenly came after me on social media. You owe me an apology. And Quad issues the apology to Sweet Tea, and Heavenly had a problem with that. Heavenly then throws Quad under the bus because allegedly Quad told Heavenly that Contessa said the friendship between her and Sweet Tea is fake. And baby, that pissed Contessa off. She said, did I tell you that? And Quad just shook her head, put her head down. She was like, no, did I tell you that? She was like, that's not what I said. And Heavenly was like, that is what she said. That is what you said. I know you said it. And I'm like, but Heavenly, you wasn't there. So how you know Contessa said that? Contessa and Sweet Tea look like they are trying to build a real friendship. I don't see Contessa. Why would she tell Quad of all people that anyway? If she was going to tell anybody, why would she tell that to Quad, knowing Quad wouldn't even say hi to Sweet Tea? So at this point, Contessa's aggravated. She was like, who's lying? Either you're lying, pointing towards Quad, or pointing towards Heavenly, or you're lying. So Heavenly is like, please don't point at me, and then point at me, and then stands up. And then Heavenly says, you really mad? You really going through this with your husband? That's who you really mad at? And I'm like, what? What her husband got to do with this? And I said, see, that's that shit that people be talking about with Heavenly. She apologized. She apologized at Whitney. Said she'll do whatever she got to do to get back in Contessa's good graces. And then here Heavenly go throwing a jab at that woman's husband. And I'm like, here we go. Everybody just looking like, oh, shoot. And I'm like, consistently, Heavenly is throwing in and going too deep and going too dark and going too low with stuff. So Contessa gets up and she asks her. She says, do you think my husband is abusive? Heavenly says yes. Contessa shoots back and says, the only real friend you got in your life is your daughter. You have to buy everyone in your life. You bought your daughter a beauty supply store and that didn't work out. And I live in the area that Heavenly Beauty Supply been closed for over a year. Just want to let y'all know. I think she may have sold it to somebody else, but it's no longer Heavenly Beauty Supply. Contessa then goes on to say, your kids don't like you. Your husband doesn't like you. That's why you sleep in separate rooms. And she said, at least I can go to sleep at night and know that I don't have to worry about any mixed children with the last name Kimes. Baby. Everybody just looked stunned and quiet. Even Heavenly couldn't believe it. And to be honest with you, Heavenly didn't deny it unless they cut it out. And Contessa also said that they slept. She said, you and your husbands don't even sleep in the same room. Y'all don't even share a room together. And you have to pay your husband to stay with you. I say, God damn. I was gagged and goop, baby. Especially after that baby comment, okay? I was gagged and goop. So Heavenly keeps saying, well, your husband a cheater, your husband a cheater. And Sweet Tea was like, you always bringing other people into your mess. And she says, that's why, and then Heavenly says, that's why you and Contessa get along so well, because both of y'all husbands ain't shit. I said, I think she said ain't shit or both of them cheat. One or the other. Let me know what was said in the comments for sure. So now the next thing Heavenly says, Heavenly says Contessa's deceased mom is stupid because she couldn't get with Contessa on none of that. So then Contessa is looking at her and she's like, my mom that passed away in 2010 is stupid? Heavenly says yes. Contessa asks her again, my deceased mother is stupid. Again, Heavenly says yes. And Contessa asks her a third time, and Heavenly says yes. And Contessa, because at this point, Jackie and someone else, and Phaedra, I believe, is trying to hold Contessa back. Contessa says, square up, ho. She pushes Jackie off her. Child, Jackie take a tumble, a twirl, and a tumble to the ground. Poor Jackie, she done fell. Child, Sweet Tea had to help Jackie up. Sweet Tea said, I'm always there for the elderly when they need me. And it calls for security because Contessa was finna whoop her ass. So Toya's like helping up, helping making sure Jackie is okay. And Toya's like, please don't let them. Jackie's like, please don't let them fight. Toya's like, they ain't finna fight, girl. Security over there. And she's like, if you leave, Heavenly will leave. Okay. So, and that's sure enough what happened. Jackie said she leaving. Heavenly followed her. Jackie was so emotional. She was almost tearing up. She was telling, when they got to the golf cart, Jackie was like, please, Heavenly, just stop. Just stop. It looked like Jackie just wanted to bust out in tears. She was like, I fell to the ground. Heavenly looking like, don't you start that shit. Girl, I like the gag because that shit was so funny. I felt bad for Jackie, but it was like, girl, this your friend. This your people. And then Contessa started getting on the other girls. Y'all see how Heavenly talk? Y'all let her get away with everything. Y'all don't hold her accountable. Y'all don't hold her accountable. And here comes Toya. Coming to Contessa, telling my son, well, y'all both at fault. Baby, that just sent Contessa to level 2.0 like a Mario power up, baby. Contessa was not in the mood for that. She said, what you mean? What you mean? And I think I understand they both went far at the end, but I think Contessa was focusing on how they got there in the first place. And I think that's what it was that really pissed her off. So, baby, the episode comes to an end, and I cannot wait for the next episode. Give me your thought, like, comment, and subscribe, and go to your notifications and hit that bell button so you're notified the next time I drop a recap. Until my next review, Auntie loves you. Bye-bye.